What is an episteme? Foucault's Archaeology of Knowledge Demystified. Welcome to an enlightening expedition through the enigmatic landscapes of Michel Foucault's oeuvre, where we decode this mystifying concept. Number 5. A glimpse into the abyss of the invisible. Think of an episteme as a stagehand in a theater production, unseen and unknown to the audience, yet essential in orchestrating the grand performance of human understanding. It's not about individuals consciously concocting some thought plan, but the undercurrents silently guiding what can and cannot be thought or said during particular eras. Much like the invisible air currents that shape the flight of birds, epistemes define the boundaries and lay down the tracks for the trains of thought. By understanding this, you realize how entire centuries of knowledge silently nod to one overarching, yet hidden, game plan. Schwang. Now, isn't that a charming revelation? Number 4. The Chessboard of Knowledge. Imagine knowledge as a colossal chessboard sprawled across time. An episteme decides not just the rules of the game but the way the pieces move and how players conceive their strategies. Except those players aren't even aware there's a rulebook. Basically, it's a background buzz, crafting a framework for how logic, reason, and what is considered true evolve through different periods. Like any clever chess player, once you're aware of the board and its constraints, you start seeing how society's collective moves are stealthily orchestrated. Foucault hands you this master key to look at history's chess games from a new perspective where the queen may just be the pawn and vice versa. Number 3. Beyond the brains. Social structures. It's easy to imagine that great ideas must have originated in the bustling brains of genius thinkers. However, Foucault flips this notion upside down by introducing the episteme, which quietly intones how these ideas were but echoes of the era's social structures. Picture a symphony where the instruments are silent until the conductor gives a cue. The episteme is precisely that grand maestro, preordaining the tune of intellectual pursuits and cultural beliefs. So, next time you're sipping coffee and pondering reality, remember that we're all dancing to the hum of societal arrangements made long before someone thought of brewing that bewitching cup of brew. Number 2. The Time Machine of Thought. Fasten your seatbelt for a whirlwind journey through epochs. An episteme acts as a time machine of thought, teleporting us into the mindset of different historical eras. It's like getting instant access to ancient Greek spectacles, Enlightenment salons, or Renaissance workshops, not through fabulous attire or eloquent speeches but through shared perceptions and unspoken agreements on what counts as knowledge. Foucault's genius lies in revealing these time machines that don't just carry stories from previous ages but show how ideas leapfrog through time, morphing subtly under the influence of an invisible hand. Who knew that time travel could be this intellectual and exhilarating? Number 1. Episteme in a nutshell. Alright, think of this: if disco was the soundtrack of the 70s, an episteme is the subtle background track of human knowledge in any given period. It's the overarching set of rules, assumptions, and shout-outs defining what everyone thinks is true and sensible, without ordinary folks being aware of its existence. Foucault can, somewhat mischievously, be imagined holding a magnifying glass up to time itself, revealing the chessboard few even knew was there. In short, an episteme wraps us in an invisible intellectual snuggie, wonderfully shaping our understanding and leaving us with the quizzical realization that though everything changes, so much stays the same, echoing its spectral presence through academic eternity. And there you have it, fellow explorer, your jaunt through the world of Foucault's episteme concludes, but armed with a fresh pair of intellectual spectacles, perhaps. Whether you're the casual lover of philosophy or a deep-diving Foucault aficionado, I hope this small, entertaining expedition has left you pondering the brilliant chiaroscuro of knowledge that we all, unwittingly, engage with every day. Keep questioning, keep exploring, and may your path be cluttered with worthy conundrums to unravel.